Hey everybody, you're listening to the Cranks Creek Life podcast, where we discuss random topics and share bits and shreds of information to help you not only live life, but savor it. Welcome to episode 8 of Cranks Creek Life. The mic's hot, the lights are low, and my lovely wife and partner in crime and adventures is back in the studio. You know, Christy, you're kind of like those shady characters I described in the last episode, those romance scammers, because you stole my heart.
Oh, so sweet.
You just don't steal my money, right?
Right.
So before we get into our topic today, perhaps you should first explain your extended absence to our listeners. I mean, what have you been up to for the last 9 months? What can you do in 9 months? Have a baby?
Yeah, you wish.
Not so much.
Yeah, we have enough. So I've been working and I've been doing my cricket stuff.
So what are your cricket projects? What have you been up to?
Well, I've made mugs. I've made shirts for work and done some bleaching. I've been really busy.
You did our Crankmas shirt
Oh,
project?
yes, I did that. See, I've had a lot going on.
All right. I'll buy that. That's all good. Well, I'm very excited that we're together again on a podcast, and I'm quite fired up because today we're going off the rails. We always say this podcast is about random topics, and today we're living it. Folks, we're falling straight into a time when phones were chained to the wall, candy cost a penny.
Wait, a penny?
A penny.
Okay, I think we're coming from two different times.
I don't think so. I think we'll
Maybe
see
a little bit.
Your parents' station wagon had enough built-in ashtrays to equip a small casino.
That's true.
That was awesome.
So we're going full into the 70s and 80s, 2 decades where we had really big hair,
Really big hair.
perms.
Some of us had perms.
Yep. I did too.
I might have.
Bigger boom boxes and Saturday morning cartoons, which are sad. Those really don't exist anymore. Yummy candy, and they were probably not up to FDA standards of today, but they were really good.
Really good stuff.
Yeah.
So buckle up. Actually, don't. Nobody did back then.
Nope.
Hang with the Cranks in part 1 of a 3-part episode. I think it will be 3 parts.
3? It's going to take 3?
Let's say 2 to 4 to be safe.
Okay.
Anyway, right along as we relive the candy, toys, electronics, and fashion that made childhood awesome, reckless, and technically a lawsuit before safety standards, warning labels, and lawyers killed our fun. Ready for this, Christy?
I'm ready.
I'm ready. Let's go.
So, Frank, what do you think we should talk about first in these? Maybe there will be 3 episodes.
Maybe. You pick.
Okay. I'm thinking let's go ahead and talk about candy.
I love that one. Why don't you grab our candy list? You back?
I'm back.
You know, personally, I think nutrition labels have actually ruined the surprise of what is actually in candy.
It's a surprise what's in there.
I mean, it used to just be sugar and food dyes. I mean, a lot of those are banned today. We'll talk about that in a little bit. Growing up, I know if it was fluorescent or came with gum inside, we trusted it. We loved it, and it made it more attractive to us. I think candy is a great place to start. Let's chat a bit about it. You know, candy that raised us, rotted our teeth, and somehow didn't kill us.
That's true. We're alive today. All right. So I pulled out our extensively researched candy list.
I love it.
So I'm going to throw some candy types out there for discussion. Does that work?
I'm in. Let's go.
All right. So wax bottles.
Wax bottles.
Mm-hmm.
I know they were known as Nick L. Nips.
See, I did not know.
Nick L. Nips. Yeah, that's what they were called.
I don't remember them being called that.
But you remember wax bottles.
Oh, yeah. Definitely sucked on those.
You sucked that little juice out of those.
Yeah.
Yeah, we used to eat the wax, and I know we got in trouble because we used to spit it out and let it in on the sidewalk.
Yeah, so
and
you didn't swallow it. Did you just chewed on it?
No, we did not swallow.
Okay.
We'll talk about swallowing toys later. But that liquid was divine, and I know you're going to get upset at me for saying this, but I think it was so precious. It was just
so.
It was so scarce.
Well, yeah, you would buy these wax bottles, and you would get maybe I don't even know how much would you get. Like a little tiny bit of
just
the
a few
juice
drops
would come out.
Yeah.
Kind of ridiculous.
There was never enough juice.
No,
it was just,
never.
It was so scarce. I love those. It just Good tasting, though.
So then you had to bite off the top of
Yeah.
another one.
And you know what really sucked is when you bit the top and you, like, pinched it closed, and then you had to, like,
Oh,
bite down
yeah.
further, so that's when you just
Yeah.
start
That
chewing on
was
the wax.
fun, though.
It was a great candy. That's
I
definitely
remember getting that when we'd go on trips. We'd go
really, it was
into
like
a
a
Jiffy store, and we'd get to pick out
what
candy.
what the hell's a Jiffy store?
It's a Jiffy store.
Welcome to Pennsylvania. Was it you like a convenience store?
Yes,
Okay.
it's a Jiffy store. So we could pick out some candy, and I remember my brother always got wax bottles. Those were his
Really?
favorite. Mhm.
Yeah. Good
Yep,
times. What
yep.
else you got?
Candy buttons.
Candy buttons. Okay. These nothing says balanced nutrition like eating candy, right? And the paper it's glued on, right? I mean, we're supposed to get our fiber today from vegetables, aren't we? Like
Right.
what was going on with these?
I don't know,
It's ju
but do you know I forget what they're called, but they're just the decorations. They actually come from Florida is where the company is,
where the Jiffy stores are at,
where the
right? The
Jiffy
Jiffy stores
stores are. But you would peel off, it was pure sugar, and decorate a cake or something with it. Do you know what I'm
really?
talking
No.
about?
No.
Well, you'd peel them off, and all the paper would stick
Stick to it?
to the
Okay.
backside of them. I'd eat it anyway because who
Yeah,
cares?
I mean,
But
we didn't care.
yeah, candy buttons. I think we've seen those around in some of these candy
Retro
stores.
candy stores, yeah.
Yeah. I wonder if they still stick to the paper.
I bet they do.
Maybe we should get them sometime. Let's see. Okay. So, Tootsie Rolls?
Tootsie Rolls, not a fan.
Oh.
Chewy, almost chocolate brown wax. Bah, ah, I don't get it. Like, I like to move on. You wanna talk about Tootsie Rolls? I mean, did you like
They were
them? Yeah.
fine. I just would suck on them. Yeah, they
Really,
were
do?
yeah.
Yeah, they were just almost chocolatey brown wax for me, but
Okay.
good. Alright, I'm gonna throw one out. How about Zots? Probably one of my favorite. Oh,
What are Zots?
yeah, come on. You've had a Zots before.
I don't
They're
know.
hard shell candy, and they have this powder inside. It makes, like, a chemical fizz in your mouth.
Yeah, I don't
It's a
know.
flavorful explosion in your mouth, Christy. Hey,
Ooh.
hey, keep it G-rated. Eh, f my favorite flavor was grape, orange was a close second. Yeah, the fizz it was a baking soda actually that made the fizz.
Oh,
Good
so
old
it wasn't bad for you?
good old sodium bicarbonate. Uh, I don't think the recipe has changed too much since the late '60s when the candy came out, but
Now, are
that
those
was
still for sale?
oh, yeah. Yeah,
Oh.
widely sold today.
Oh.
So, kinda cool, some of this candy that came out, like, '60s and well, I was born in the '60s, but
Yeah,
yeah.
it's still around.
Yeah.
It's a
It's a
long time.
long time. Anyway, how about wax
Oh,
lips?
that's
What do you
fun.
go ahead.
Yeah, they were lots of fun. I enjoyed getting those and just, playing with them.
And it had the vampire teeth too.
Oh,
You got your
yeah.
choice, you wanna be a vampire or do
Yeah.
you wanna have big, like,
Now,
sexy red lips?
is that though, now that I'm thinking about it, is that really a candy? I mean, I know it was sold with the
Oh,
candy.
wow. Why are you throwing a wrench in this so early? We just
Well, I mean,
oh.
I guess you can't really eat it,
Well,
but
we
it was
try.
fun.
We tried just like the wax bottles.
Yeah.
We ate, yeah.
All right, so I guess we should move on. So how about Good and Plenty?
Good and plenty. Okay, the pink and white hard shell black
Yeah,
licorice. That's my first love of black
yeah.
licorice,
I think they're
of
gross.
black licorice.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, not a fan?
No, but those are still around, right?
Oh, yeah.
They still taste the same?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Unfortunately.
Okay. How about Bit of Honey?
True classic.
Yeah.
What do you know about Bit of Honey?
It's made from honey?
It's made from honey?
Mhm.
Probably a little bit.
Probably a little bit
Probably
of
a little
honey
bit.
in it.
So, who's our big Bit of Honey fan?
My dad.
Yeah, shout out to Coley in Tallahassee.
Yep.
Yeah, yep.
Loves Bit of Honey.
So along those lines, Mary Jane, remember those?
I do remember Mary Jane. I don't really think I ever ate them much.
Really?
Yeah.
I think it's peanut butter, molasses, brown sugar, corn syrup,
How could
which
you
is
go
most
wrong?
right.
Why
I mean,
didn't I eat them?
yeah, I like them because it was the same company that produced Necco wafers.
Oh,
Necco,
yeah, yeah,
yeah,
yeah, yeah.
I know you don't like those.
No, I do not,
Uh,
but I know what you're talking about.
we'll talk about those later.
Okay.
All right, sugar babies, sugar daddy, and sugar mama.
Yes.
Yes. The
Yes.
sugar daddy is that delicious caramel or caramel?
I
What is it?
say caramel.
Okay, let's say caramel then. Lollipop is manufactured in the 1930s. That's what I think is cool. Like some of these candies have been around like
Yeah.
100 years,
That
almost.
one you'd stretch out
Oh,
and,
yeah.
oh my
Oh, you
gosh, that would
twist
about
it, you'd make
break your
oh,
teeth,
yeah.
though,
Yeah, several.
if it
Yeah.
got just a little bit cold
Yeah.
or old. Cold or old would break your teeth.
Mm. Sugar babies,
Mhm.
they were out, like, a little bit after the sugar daddy,
Mhm.
but and probably they're probably one of the biggest candies out there, I think, like, most
Sugar
popular.
babies?
I think they're very popular I know when I
Yeah.
growing up, people loved
Oh,
those, like,
yeah. My
was a
that's
go-to.
another one my dad loved.
Really? We gotta send them
Mhm.
some.
Yeah.
Now oh, I actually love the Sugar Mama, and a lot of people don't know what that was, but it was a sugar daddy coated with chocolate, right? And eventually they
Oh.
discontinued. I still look for them, even if they're, like, old or been sitting around for 20 years. We go to retro candy shops, but I have found obviously, I found you as my new Sugar Mama, who's gonna
Right.
take care of me once I retire, and
Right.
I cannot wait for that.
Yeah, me
Yeah.
neither.
Yeah, I probably should mention that we're talking about candy that was part of our childhood, and for anyone who grew up in, like, the '70s and '80s, and it makes this candy retro for us, okay?
Mhm.
However, some of the candies started out quite some time ago and making it what we call vintage, right? And such as a sugar daddy, nearly 100 years ago. So just a heads up that there will be some free candy history lessons in this episode.
So, are sugar daddies still being sold?
Oh,
I'm
absolutely.
okay,
All over every day.
really?
Millions. I have seen them in stores, yes.
And sugar babies?
And sugar babies, yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
I haven't looked
That's
in
pretty cool.
years, but I do remember us going when we were in Ocala, going into the candy store on the square. That was where you were looking for
Yeah,
a
that's
sugar
right, that's
mama, I
right.
believe.
That was a cool candy store.
Yeah, that was cool. I don't remember the name of it, but so my favorite candy cigarettes.
Oh, come
Oh,
on,
I
come
was
on.
so cool when I had a candy cigarette in my hand.
I mean, how cool to be smoking like your role models,
Right.
your parents, right? Bubblegum cigars, hard candy cigarette sticks, and of course, remember those bubblegum cigarettes? They puffed a little bit of, like, powdered sugar
Oh.
smoke? Yeah, they were wrapped in a little paper. It looked
Oh,
like a
I don't
cigarette paper,
remember
and you get,
that.
like, 1 or 2 puffs out of it, like,
Oh.
you blow it out, and it was pretty cool.
I do
Um,
remember the bubblegum cigars, though.
yeah,
Yeah, those were good.
yeah. I mean, and this stuff will raise serious concerns today, and it
Yes.
has, but back then, I mean, they marketed these to look like they're actual cigarette brands and really normalize smoking to
Well,
children. I
yeah,
mean
they sold them in those little packs,
yeah,
and they had a red
yeah,
tip around it.
and they look like Lucky Strike or Pall Mall or
Yeah,
something. I mean, they weren't selling candy, folks. They were recruiting future customers for a nicotine addiction. That's what they were doing.
that's true.
There's no way around it.
That's
Okay.
true.
So I gotta go down a rabbit hole. So I have to share a story. I recall my mom sending me to Brooks Drugstore with a note and $1.10. And it was right around the corner and across a major highway, but, I mean, the price, for my mom was she's willing to pay that, my risk my life. So she would send me a store for 2 packs of cigarettes, Winston 100 lights. And I did research these, and they were about 50 cents a pack. So this puts this situation in the mid-70s. So I'm thinking I was 9, 10 years old, okay? So these experiences, along with watching her smoke every day, is precisely the reason I love candy cigarettes, okay? Yeah, I'm probably being a little bit dramatic, but I stopped blaming my parents for those things a long time ago, and now hoping ours will do the same.
Yeah, hopefully.
Hopefully. Okay, Christy, let's move on to some gums.
Okay.
Gums,
Gum.
gum. Is gum plural or is it
No, I think it's
gums
like sheep.
like sheeps?
No, it's
Gum.
just sheep.
So
So gum
so just gum.
is
Okay,
singular and plural.
let's move on to gum. How about fruit stripe gum?
Oh my gosh. Best, like 5 seconds. It was really, really good. I loved the packaging, had the zebra on there.
They had the zebra on, yeah, the
Yeah.
fruit, the stripe, yeah,
Mhm.
yeah,
Yeah, but oh my gosh, that was disgusting after that
yeah.
first however many
It tastes
seconds.
like a flavorless Tootsie Roll to me. It's like just chewy and hard and
Oh, it was just
yeah, but
nasty.
it was the best 5 seconds that
Yeah.
life had to offer, there's no doubt. Okay, how about tea berry gum? That was
Well,
I
I
think
had never even heard of it until you. And then we were we in Jim Thorpe, I think?
yeah, we
Yeah,
were,
and you got a pack of tea berry gum. I'm not a fan. I don't
yeah,
like it.
I love tea berry, my sisters, a couple of them love tea berry. I first had tea berry flavor. It was just like a wintergreen. It's like a mild wintergreen type flavor in
Yeah.
Libby's ice cream shop in South Tamaqua, and, it was pretty cool. That was a business that started, like, in late '20s, restaurant ice cream, but that's where I first had tea berry, and this is pretty cool. You talk about vintage. Tea berry is a flavor that was in candy and gum back in the 1890s.
Oh,
Just hasn't really
what is
caught
a
on.
tea berry? It's a type of berry? I
I
mean,
must be, Terry.
okay. It's
It's
a tea
a
berry.
minty berry. It's delicious. I don't know. I love it. But so, what was your ice cream spot in like Central Florida?
Oh, we did have oh my gosh, I can't believe I don't remember the name of it. It was down on Pine Boulevard. It was like a walk up. Maybe it was a Dairy Queen, actually, now that I'm thinking
Soft
about it.
serve, any
Like
hard
a
ice cream?
no, soft serve. I think
Mm,
it might have been a Dairy Queen, but it was back when the Dairy Queens were just like
yeah,
a little storefront, I guess,
yeah,
and
almost like a kiosk.
they
Yeah,
would raise the
the
windows and
front.
you would just order from the window and you had to sit outside and, in Florida, it was on the
What do we move Central Florida? What?
no,
No, not
no,
happening.
no, mm-mm. Okay, let's keep going.
All right. How about one last candy that I have? Gum, Bazooka Joe. Tell me about
Bazooka!
Bazooka Joe.
So, that was the hardest candy or gum, yeah, the hardest gum. Very, very difficult to bite into. Oh, but you did get the
The
comics.
comic,
Yeah, that
from
was the reason to have that
comic was
gum.
everything,
Oh,
wasn't it?
yeah. Oh,
Now,
yeah.
the gum was definitely mediocre
Oh,
at
yeah.
best,
Ugh.
okay, and it would get stale pretty quickly.
Yeah,
But
it
the
was
the
bad.
comics, I got upset because some of them I didn't understand. Do you ever get, like, one of them, you're
Oh.
like, "What the
I
hell are
don't
they talking
remember
about?"
any
Like,
of them. I remember reading them, but
yeah,
I don't even remember what were they about Bazooka Joe? Wasn't he like a military guy?
I don't know, but I guess
If anyone knows that.
yeah,
And if
you
you
can
know
respond,
us,
and
let us know.
if you're actually listening. Alright, what do you got in gum?
The chiclets, and then there's tiny
The tiny
sized
ones,
chiclets.
that was a very good flavor.
Yeah,
They
they
were
were
good, and
fun to eat too, just
yeah,
yeah.
'cause you had that crunch,
Mhm,
versus the candy, yeah, it's a
yeah.
gum. Those
Uh,
Razzles, wait,
yeah,
that's
Razzles.
how about them? Do you like them?
I I don't know that was not a go-to for me. I know I've had them, but I don't really remember them too much.
Yeah, I remember them being gritty, like,
Mm,
you chew them, and, yeah, first they're candy, then they're gum, they magically turn into this gum. It's just too
yeah.
much work. If I want gum,
I
I'm
don't
gonna go
know,
for
we don't
gum.
eat that much candy anymore. This is
We don't
making me think we should eat more
not
candy.
not since that Gertrude Hawk candy,
Not
but
since the Ghirardelli
Ghirardelli, oh, it's Gertrude about 12 minutes ago. Uh, Big League Chew.
Okay, so that was a lot of fun. I used to love to have Big League Chew, but there was another reason for it. My dad chewed tobacco, the red man in the pouch. So it felt like the same. And then I grew up with, baseball family
Yeah.
and my brother always had Big League Chew. He would have it in the back of his baseball pants pocket and they would put it in the side of their mouth, and I would get it for my kids, and yeah, liked some Big League Chew.
Shredded gum shaped like tobacco. I
Yep.
mean, put it in a pouch. It's
Uh-huh.
awesome. Like,
Yet again, trying to drive little children into becoming nicotine
yeah,
users later in
yeah.
life.
Hubba Bubba.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah, Hubba
always
Bubba's
right.
good.
Yeah,
That's big, though,
yeah,
although the best for blowing bubbles.
yeah. I put like 2, 3 pieces, and I'd
Oh,
shove 'em in my mouth
your
and just
cheeks were
chew. Oh
probably
yeah, and
huge.
I would blow bubbles the size of a small beach ball. Literally, like this was amazing. The best was people used to like bubble yum all the time,
Yeah.
and it would stick. Hubba Bubba is the king of bubble gum.
Oh, yeah,
Just throwing it out there, folks.
okay. And I've seen one of these bubbles that
You
you've
have
blown
seen one,
before.
a
They're
small beach ball bubble.
quite
It
impressive.
was I mean, I could hide behind it. That's
Yeah,
how big my head
yeah.
I don't have a big head either, but it
No,
was
bigger than your head.
it was bigger than my head. Alright, let's get off the gum,
Okay,
alright?
good idea.
How about Swedish Fish? What's your thoughts?
Is that retro?
Totally retro. It was a
Oh,
staplehood of my childhood.
Oh, I don't remember it being
Yeah.
around when I was a kid. I remember getting it for my kids when they were yeah.
You're not that young, okay? You remember this, come on.
No, I don't remember having Swedish fish when I was a kid.
Yeah, it was a go-to, like, it was in all the penny candy stores, and it was a go-to, like, you had 3 cents left over, and the guy or lady behind the counter would say, "What do you wanna do? You have 3 cents left over from your quarter or dime." I'd be like, "I want 2 Swedish fish and another Swedish fish." So, yeah. But, yeah, did you even have penny candy stores
Not
or
that I'm aware of.
come on.
Unless my parents just didn't take us, but
Oh.
I do remember going to Daytona when we'd go there for
It
vacation,
it sounds
and
like a
there
different story.
yeah.
That was your spring break story. That's
And it wasn't a candy store. But I do remember going into candy stores there. Were they a penny? I don't remember any of that. But
wow.
I do actually remember, like, Bazooka was one of them.
Yeah.
But I think that was, like, more like 5 cents.
No, we had, I mean, probably a selection of 20, 30, 40 different candies lined up in little bins, and you just
Yeah,
pick
I
and
guess I
choose,
do
and
remember
guy would give
that.
you a little bag, like a 10-inch
Yeah.
bag, and
I
you
did you know what?
put
Maybe it was I just don't remember us calling them penny candy stores.
hmm. Well,
But
we had a
anyway.
gas station, had a Vinans gas station, you get candy there, we had Pavlos, there's a little market grocery, and
Uh,
real cool store down the street from where I grew up. Couple brothers owned it. Yeah, it was
hmm,
loved
okay.
it.
Alright, well, what about Pop Rocks?
Ooh, Pop Rock. Remember when that kid died? I think it was the Mikey guy from Life Cereal. He ate
Yeah,
too many Pop Rocks, I think, and he chugged soda afterwards, and
yeah, you
his
can't do that.
his stomach exploded or
Yeah,
imploded or whatever.
yeah.
Okay, that was a myth.
Wait, I thought that was
That was a
actually
myth.
true.
It was a myth.
Come on.
It was, yeah. Then and everybody followed it, like, every kid in school, every school had a story of a kid that it happened to,
Yeah, it
and it's
was like
all
an urban legend.
yeah,
I do
yeah,
remember
yeah,
that,
yeah.
but I would not put Pop Rocks
I
in
did.
my mouth and drink a
As
soda
soon as I
because
heard
I
about
didn't
that,
wanna explode.
I had to go out and test it.
I'm sure.
That's the
I'm
first
sure
thing
you
I did.
did.
So, little history lesson, folks. General Foods, who manufactured the candy, they had to take out a full-page ad to say that the candy was safe. They
Mm,
set up hotlines, they had to reassure parents, they sent letters to principals, okay,
uh,
and doctors. So, this is pretty it was a pretty intense. You talk from a reputation management standpoint. So, Pop Rocks were pulled from the shelves in the '80s,
I
and
do remember
this is
that,
before
yeah.
social media. So Mikey, as you said, he became an urgent legend, and I believe he's still alive to this day.
I don't know, we should
I be
probably fact check that.
I believe he is.
But Pop Rocks are fun.
Alright, they
Yeah,
are. How
yeah.
about do you remember satellite wafers?
Yeah, it was like
Yeah, yeah,
yeah.
gross.
Actually, those, uh, pops that I eat now,
Yeah, yeah.
they're kinda like a satellite
Really?
wafer.
Oh.
They're
Oh, the the light,
cocoa
airy
pops,
things?
yeah.
Yeah.
They're
Yeah,
better, though.
and yeah, much better. I mean, that was just, that's I liked them because I was brainwashed by Catholic Church and putting a wafer on my tongue, and
Yeah.
and and these were, if you don't remember, they're like saucer like, top and bottom, and there's little candy beads inside.
Oh,
Yes,
actually, I don't
you
remember
could
that.
shake them, and
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
yeah, good
What
stuff.
about Pez? Love Pez. Still love
So
Pez.
so remember I said about eating plastic?
Ye
Yeah, we'll talk about that later. Yeah, I love the portable dispensers, that was pretty cool. I mean, I thought you had to have, like, an advanced degree or certificate to load that damn thing.
You
I mean,
do.
the spring would break, and that would suck, and it would just, pull out, it wouldn't,
Yeah.
like, have
It
the
is an art.
it is an art,
You
yeah,
have to use your thumb, and you put the head up and strategically hold
strategically.
it and insert your candy.
So, how many candies are in a Pez pack?
I 10 or 12.
12.
Okay.
Okay, good guess.
Yeah. Well, that wasn't a guess.
You see me
I ate a lot of
what, you
Pez.
saw me hold up my 12 fingers or
No.
what? Yeah, and some Pez dispensers, very rare, like,
Yeah.
that's pretty cool, like, as a collectible.
I wish I
Uh,
still had mine from when I was a kid.
some of them, 10 to $15,000.
That's
Some
crazy.
of the old school ones, yeah,
Wow.
good stuff.
Oh, how about candy necklaces?
Ah, the crunchy sweet candy on a stretchy string, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
I've had one
We should
probably.
get those for each other, maybe have, like, a little contest, like, you
We should.
we
That
should
would be fun.
that
Oh, that
one
would be a really good, Crankmas.
as half the listeners tuned out.
Yeah.
They got grossed out, and they tuned out.
I would still eat those
Yeah.
if it
They're
was
good.
socially acceptable
Socially acceptable
for
to
a
eat off your
woman of my age
to
to
eat off
eat
your partner's neck.
it. Okay, okay.
Alright, let's see, what do we got here? What's next? How about rock candy? Do you remember that?
Oh, yes. Yeah,
What's your
very
memories
good.
there?
Um, well, a question that I have, why did the rock candy stick have that ball at the end?
Are you gonna say why the rock candy cross the road or something?
No.
The ball in the end. Yeah.
Yeah,
So, I didn't gather any intel on that. I wonder if it had I don't know.
I don't know either.
Was it
I
edible?
always
It wasn't edible.
Oh, no, it was the wooden stick, it just had the ball at the end, but
Yeah.
yeah. But rock candy,
Oh, I
though,
wonder
is
if
good.
that was when they're making it, it stopped it from sliding off the stick or something like that.
I
Like, when
don't
they
know.
yeah, I don't know how they make
I have
that.
to look that one
We
up.
could do a whole episode on that.
Yeah, why
You
there's a
know?
ball at the end of the rock candy stick.
Good stuff. How about sweet tarts?
Oh, sweet tarts are good.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're good.
So what's the sister of sweet tarts? I call them anyway.
Smarties?
Well, you're right. They are probably. I,
I
I,
don't
I would say
know.
Spree.
Oh,
So
yes,
what do you like better,
Spree.
Spree or sweet tarts?
Sweet tarts.
Really, I'm a
Yes.
Spree person.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because you got the sweetness on the outside, and all of a sudden it's like tart and makes your
Oh,
your cheeks pucker
yeah.
and get all. Yeah,
My
definitely a fave.
mhm. I'm sorry, my, mouth was watering just thinking about it.
That's great.
Jawbreakers and gobstoppers.
Oh my gosh. Um, Now here's some history in this. They made these, small and big, right? The
Mhm.
Jawbreaker, especially the gobstoppers. And the bigger ones were a choking hazard, especially for, obviously young kids. Um, Really, any small round candy was, even lollipops, anything that matched the size and shape of a child's airway, right?
Right.
Windpipe size geometry 101, right? Um, Taffy, sticky caramel is all choking hazards. We didn't have many warning labels, obviously, and honestly, it was treated as a parental supervision issue, not so much like FDA or some
Yeah.
warning label. I remember getting ripped by my parents for running with a lollipop in my mouth. That ever happen to you? Don't run
N
with your lollipop in your
no,
mouth.
because as a speech therapist, we're taught that in school. Actually, we're shown videos of someone who was running with a lollipop sticking out of their mouth and fell, and the lollipop going into the trachea. It's a
Oh,
horrible,
wow.
horrible
So
thing. I hate seeing kids with lollipops.
I figured the worst thing that's happened to me is I'm either choking out from the candy lodged in my throat, or I'm running and piercing my buddy's eyeball with a stick, right? Like I didn't know. But the labeling for greater awareness of the risk, definitely changed over time. But these candies were never banned. Yeah,
No?
jawbreakers and
Yeah.
gobstoppers. Um, so I mentioned earlier about like candies with toys, and we just saw this candy the other day. I don't know if it's called Kinder, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So you had these Kinder eggs, and they're made by Ferrero, and it's basically chocolate shell with a toy inside years back, right? Yeah, and they're still okay in Europe, but in the United States, Kinder eggs were literally being seized at the border, and people were being fined
That's crazy.
because of the choking hazards from toys inside, and people were being fined up to I think today the fine is up to $2,500 per egg, and they're still legal in Europe.
Wow.
Yeah, crazy. And I mentioned, Pez. Remember I mentioned Pez earlier about the toy or plastic?
Yes.
So old school Pez dispensers, the and even plastic toy guns that came with, like, some candy inside, had plastic that was more breakable back in the years. So you're trying to get to the candy and you're, like, sitting there in a corner of a room,
Mhm.
your kid's chewing on both the candy and the plastic, right? And, quite honestly, if that's your kid, I think you got bigger issues and a choking hazard, but I know they reinvented the, Pez dispensers,
Yeah.
the plastic, so
Hmm. We were talking about jawbreakers and the
yeah.
gobstoppers. I don't know if we wanna talk about this now, but what about the fireball? Atomic fireball, is that retro?
Fireballs, that's on your list. Do you wanna
Oh,
jump into that now?
um,
You know what, let's hold off.
Okay, we
Yeah,
will.
I think I have more history lessons. I
Oh,
think
okay.
that was one of the candies made with a red dye, so
Oh, yeah.
we'll
Yeah.
appreciate you bringing that up. What else you got?
How about bottle caps?
Oh, bottle caps. That's they're up there in the top 5
Mhm.
fave. 1972. Semi-hard, tart-like candy shaped like you got it,
Bottle
bottle
caps.
cap. Yeah, one of my favorites. I loved the cola-flavored one. You remember that one? And
Yeah,
birch
I do
beer.
remember
What were
that.
the other flavors? Name them.
Oh, I don't put me on the spot like that, I don't know. I don't remember that kinda stuff.
Birch,
Grape?
grape. Go ahead, what else?
I don't know. I'm
Birch
just
beer,
throwing stuff out there.
cola. Pretty sure they had a lime
Did they have an
or
orange
an
soda
orange.
one? Okay,
Yeah, I think that was it. Might be
okay.
more.
How about Junior Mints?
Germans. I didn't really like, mint a lot as a
Yeah.
kid, a lot of stuff. I just remember the Seinfeld episode where
Oh, yeah.
Kramer, drops the mint during the surgery,
That
and
was so
that's
good.
great.
Yeah.
That's what I think of
That
Junior Mints,
yeah,
yeah.
I think about that too. Yeah, I didn't really care about the mint stuff. I still don't.
How about Boston baked beans?
Disgusting. So disgusting.
I made you try those, remember that?
Oh my
Yeah,
gosh, yeah, I spit it
it's a
out.
crunchy, sugary shell on a peanut.
Who even came up with that?
I don't know. It was a bad idea,
Yeah,
but very good idea. Charleston Chew. What are your thoughts there?
I don't really care about it.
Really?
Yeah, not my I didn't
Vanilla, chocolate, they even came in strawberry.
yeah, I liked saltwater taffy as a kid, but that was pretty much it as far as the, like,
We don't even
chewy
have saltwater
taffies.
taffy on our list.
Oh,
That's crazy.
yeah, because
Yeah,
yeah.
some good flavors
Oh,
there. I
yeah,
enjoyed,
that's really good.
eating half of them, wrapping it back up, putting it
Oh,
back
no, I
in.
ate the whole
I
thing.
I did eat those. So, yeah, Charleston Chew, I mean, uh, I'll describe these as a soft, chewy nougat center. I mean, what the hell is nougat, right?
Mhm,
Well, you're gonna get another lesson here. I think Charleston Chew and nougat is more of a texture than a taste. It's confection made with sugar or honey, one of your favorites, right?
mhm.
That's cooked and whipped with egg whites, and it kinda aerates it, right?
Oh,
And sometimes it's combined with almonds or other nuts, even fruits and chocolate. Can be soft like marshmallow, dense or chewy. Vanilla was the first flavor introduced in 1922, over 100 years, Charleston Chew.
wow.
So I'm pretty
And they're still
impressed.
around.
Still around. I'm impressed by this vintage candies and their longevity. But now you got your nougat lesson for the day.
Yeah.
It's kind of bunch of stuff that's just whipped up with egg whites to aerate it,
Huh,
and it makes it fluffy, and it's in a lot of different candies. So
cool. Okay, Frank, why don't we talk about some candy bars?
I love that idea. Let's
Okay.
talk about one of a lot of people's favorite, Hershey
Mhm.
bar.
Yes.
What do you think of that? What's your thoughts?
Well, when I was younger, I thought it was the best thing that there was,
Mhm.
but as I've matured and
You're
had a little bit more money,
you're snotty chocolate now
yeah,
because we
I'm
'cause
I'm
we can
gonna
afford
choose
it.
something else.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
No, I agree with you. As a younger, I mean, great memories. That bar was around first Hershey bar, I think 1900,
Wow.
which is pretty cool.
Huh.
I remember my dad putting me on a chair at the local Elks Club. I sat there with my Hershey bar, fountain Coke, cherries, and a bag of Marsden's green onion potato chips, which is just they were just delicious.
It sounds like a really good
It was a
afternoon.
great afternoon, but back to the Hershey bar, I was 9 for that too. Back to the Hershey bar, I think they're gross. I think it's a fast and cheap method, low cocoa, high sugar
Mhm.
content. You go to Europe, I think that's flipped around a little bit. You have more cocoa and less sugar, and
Yeah.
it's just a different but I know our tastes mature over the years, but, shout out to Hershey for their longevity
Yeah,
and
really.
marketing and whatnot.
Mhm.
Kicking it out of the park.
Yeah.
How about Chunky?
I didn't so I don't like peanuts or anything in my chocolate. Walnuts,
No
almonds, I don't like any of that.
raisins?
I do like a peanut M&M though, but I
Well,
don't
that's a whole peanut. You don't like peanut particles or
I don't know. I just don't I don't like nuts in my
okay, yeah, this is good. Yeah, and Chunky was like a block. I mean, it was pretty neat. there's 4 sections to it. You could break off, give 'em to your friends, but which I never did. But they had peanuts and raisins in the one I like. It was like
Peanuts
it has
and raisins?
yeah, it's
That
like
sounds disgusting.
really, it's like goobers and Raisinets. You mix them together.
No,
We didn't even
I
put
don't
them on the
know.
list. Goobers and
Yeah,
Raisinets.
I
That
loved
was
Goobers. See,
a
but I did like
see,
that,
that
but
was
no, I didn't like a
that was
bar
a
with
staple at a movie.
yeah,
Like,
oh,
to
yeah,
yeah, Goobers
yeah,
and Raisinets.
very good.
Or what else? Ice cubes. That's something I think we talked about this one before. You don't remember what they
I
were?
do not know what
These
no. I
these
mean,
were
other than what you get out of the freezer.
these were thinner than what an ice cube looks like and smaller, but they literally melted in your mouth. I don't know what they did to it, but I mean,
You probably don't wanna know.
it it melted in your mouth similar to an ice cube,
Hmm,
hence the name.
okay.
Yeah.
How about mallow cups?
Ooh, another whipped marshmallow, right, in a chocolate-covered shell.
Talk about a sugar rush.
Oh, yeah. They were from Altoona, PA.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, actually in the 1930s. Yeah, cool stuff.
yeah. Pixie sticks,
Oh my gosh.
loved them.
Oh,
The big jumbo ones in the plastic.
oh, yeah, like, you'd be that's where that one comedian said they're like diabetes in a straw. I love that's a great
Yeah,
way to describe it.
that's another thing
These were
I'd probably
70s
still
candy.
eat.
You would?
I would if
I had them, I think, a few years ago. I think someone bought them for me.
yeah, but
Yeah.
remember the paper on the little ones? Ugh, that was disgusting. I remember teaching my kids how
Really?
to eat a pixie stick correctly.
You're such a great mom. Such a
Thanks. So that they didn't get the wrapper all soggy. Like, just open your mouth
that would
and
ruin it.
tilt
You
your
never
head back.
you have to keep cutting it or
I
ripping
know,
it, and
it's
you
awful.
lose half the sugar. Yeah, that
Yeah,
was
yeah. Sixlets.
yeah, these are pretty good. That crunchy candy coated little balls. I mean,
Mhm.
you love these,
I
don't you?
do,
Yeah.
I do, I think they're yummy.
You love crunchy candy coated little balls or chocolate balls. They are good. Yeah, they're good. They're a good
You
staple,
told
and
me
they
to keep it
and
G-rated.
they're like almost like the malted balls, right? You like those too,
Oh,
though.
I
So you
love
like
malted
the
milk balls.
yeah.
So
And they're
Diane got some.
really?
She ordered some I forget where it was
Or
from,
they were
so
like snotty chocolate
they were
malt balls. That's
snotty
cool.
chocolate. They
That's
were
cool. I
really,
love it.
really good. They were very good. Chico sticks?
Ooh, peanut butter, honey, or comb center with toasted coconut.
Bleh.
Love it.
Yeah,
Now they were like all candy, corn syrup is a lot of corn syrup. That was the
yeah.
essential ingredient. But
I
yeah,
didn't care for those.
they coke toast a lot of people don't like coconut.
Yeah,
I
me
thought it had
being
a
one
good
of them.
flavor.
Yeah. Okay, so I had brought this up before, but now you're gonna go into a little bit of depth,
Oh,
but
yeah.
atomic
I
fireballs.
okay.
I
Would
really liked
you really?
fireballs. Like, sit there and, just I remember eating that in class, actually. I
Really?
would have a fireball when I was in high school.
Yeah, do they come in a little box too before they came, like, individually in wrappers? Like a little
Ah,
box, like the Jawbreakers, Atomic
I don't
Fireballs? I
even
don't know.
remember that. I just remember them being individually wrapped.
Yeah, I remember it was this folks, this is a challenge of hotness, right? See
Yeah.
how many we could tolerate in our mouth at one time without choking to death. I mean, yeah, that was fun, right? Um, remember that red dye on my tongue, just start red it would get? It was pretty cool. Uh, these were a candy I did do some research on, and I could not confirm that they used red dye number 2, which was banned in the mid-70s, but I wanna talk about that a little bit. I came across a list of other candies that did contain red dye number 2 originally. Red Lifesavers,
Mhm.
Jolly Ranchers, good candy,
Ah,
right?
yeah.
Remember the old ribbon candy?
Yep.
My grandmother always had that. Like,
Yeah.
it was old I don't know, Christmas time, it was like a treat to get that. A treat to get poisonous dye. And taffies, like Now and Later, even Fruit Tootsie Rolls, some of the saltwater taffy, double bubble gum, chiclets, wax bottles, lollipops, candy buttons, the tips of the candy cigarettes, right? They
Wow,
all had
so
red
all
dye in it, red dye number 2, which was banned.
oh,
So all that candy we ate, it explains why I am the way I am,
that's
right?
true, yeah.
Yeah,
Hmm.
the true risk was actually debated somewhat. It was somewhat political, as a lot of things are. People start calling it chemical candy,
Oh.
and, no one's trying to kill anyone, folks. It was only, used because it produced this deep, like, cherry red light, that no other dye worked well in sugar. You mix it with sugar, fat, gum bases. It didn't work well. That one did. Now we have red dye number 40 that replaced it.
Right, and people do have allergies to red dye number 40. I thought there was something
Really
about red dye number 40 is also not a good
great.
thing to
This is great. Do you hear all the candies I mentioned that have it in?
Yeah.
Not a good thing. Not a good thing, folks.
And, Nerds, one of my
Tell me
favorites.
about nerds.
I love Nerds. It was so fun to open up the one side,
Yeah.
and you could eat all of the how did you do it? Did you eat
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, you had
Yeah.
one side of one flavor, the other side
Yeah.
with the other flavor. So, did you eat all of one side and then go to the other, or did
I'd
you
go
go back and forth?
back and forth.
Well, you
Yeah.
know my task completion
Really? Yeah.
personality. I had to eat all of the one side, and then I could go to the other side.
Did you have one of those plates with dividers on so you can eat, like,
No, but
one
Ty did.
tied we bought him one, didn't we?
No, we talked
We
about
talked about
buying oh, wait, did we buy him one? I think
I
we
think
might have.
I hope we
Yes, it was an old like a Batman one or
Batman one.
something, I think. I'm pretty sure we either got it or I don't know. Anyway, let's move on.
Maybe it's, maybe we got it as a gift for Crankmas 2026. Hope he's not gonna listen to the podcast.
No,
He won't.
he's
No.
not gonna
No,
listen.
nobody's listening. All right, we're having fun, though. What
Uh,
else you got?
Fun dip. I
Fun
love
dip.
fun dip.
Why, I mean, how cool. Like, lick a chalk stick, put it in sugar, and repeat.
Okay, did
it's
you eat the stick after you were
Oh,
done?
I love the stick. I would
Really?
suck it down, we'd make it a point like everything.
Oh, yeah, I do
Yeah,
remember
okay.
doing that, but I did not like it. It wasn't good. I threw it out.
It's 'cause it was a chalk stick. I mean, you could and that was from the '70s. I think it was the same stuff that they teachers used in Catholic in grade school in the '70s.
Okay. How about ring pops, which are still very popular today?
Yeah, they were mid-70s, they came out. Yeah, kids love these. I'm not sure if it's just lazy and the kids just didn't wanna hold on. I don't think you couldn't hold on a stick.
It's
How to
cool.
put it
It's like
around
a
your
big jeweled ring.
I don't know, and this was a hazard because you talk about something that could easily detach from the base, and get lodged in a kid's throat. I mean, which is what we tried to do. We tried to pull it off.
Did you really?
Absolutely, yeah.
Oh,
We get so
wow.
far down, you just
Okay.
get rid of the ring. Because I mean, yeah, I wear rings now where,
Mhm.
I have a wedding ring, right? And
Mhm.
I have a thumb ring.
Mhm.
But, like, as a guy growing up in the '70s, like, you don't wanna wear a ring. It
Yeah.
was feminine. Like, you couldn't
Oh,
do it. It wasn't
yeah.
in, right?
Well,
So
yeah.
that's why we tried to get it off right away
Oh,
before. It
okay.
was almost like, "You're eating a ring pop?" You
Yeah.
got here.
So I
Something wrong with you.
remember sucking on the ring pop,
Uh-huh.
but then, of course, what happens when you're eating candy? You salivate. And I can remember spit going down on my finger. It was
Really?
disgusting. Yeah, I didn't
It's like
really eat them that much, but yeah, anyway.
alright, I think we gotta get ourselves some
Yeah, let's
ring
get
pops
out.
as well.
Yeah,
The
maybe.
candy necklaces. Alright, let's see what else we got on this list. Chuckles.
I don't know what chuckles are.
Oh, come on. Yeah, it had, almost like, jelly jelly candies.
No, I don't think I ever had any of
Come on,
that.
it had a little pack, and there was, like, I think 5 in them, a yellow, an orange, I think there was a red, and there was always a black licorice. Like, people would throw
No.
that one away. I'd ate it. I love the black licorice. No Chuckles.
I didn't know
There's
that
sugar on them
you
too, sugar
I
on
don't
them.
know. I don't remember, but I didn't know that you like black licorice.
Yeah, I'm not I don't, like, crave it all the time, but I do like black licorice, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. How about Astro Pops?
Hmm. I I don't know. I'm not remembering Astra Pops, but I remember Whistle
I remember
Pops.
Whistle Pops.
Oh, yeah, those were
Yeah.
fun.
Did you whistle a lot with them? Or
Yeah, I
did
did.
you play music? Make
Yeah,
a
and they had that, like, really weird wrapper on them.
Yeah, it was,
It's like a
a cellophane. It was,
Yeah.
yeah, shiny, yeah.
Yeah, but what are Astra Pops?
Astro Pops, I think were, like, late '60s. Remember tricolor, yellow, green, and red, and they were kinda shaped like a point.
Oh, no, it was like a rocket.
Yeah, like a rocket,
Yes,
yes.
I remember
Hence the
them.
name
Astro.
Astro Pop. Yeah, I mean, we would, like, suck on them and turn them into a dangerously sharp point, and we poke kids with them 'cause
Wow.
that's who we were. It's horrible. I mean, Yeah, that was a good candy. How about Laffy Taffy?
Yeah, that's kind of on the same lines as a Charleston chew for me.
Really?
Again, I like saltwater taffy, but I don't care for any other taffy.
Laffy Taffy. Banana flavor, hands down, every day, all day long.
Oh,
Banana Laffy Taffy. Yeah,
okay.
it's good,
I gotta
good
remember
flavor.
these things for your stocking next
Yeah,
year.
yeah.
Hmm.
I stopped the stocking years ago when the police came. Oh, you went from Crankmas stocking.
Stocking, not
Stocking. Okay.
stalking.
And one of my favorite, Necco. I know you don't like them. I made you get the
No.
little like wafer. They're almost like a hard wafer, like a crunchy.
Yeah, I don't care for them.
You were repulsed, weren't you?
Yeah, I was.
So they made these in flavors, and some of the flavors are like peppermint and some odd flavors in the pack. They weren't like all fruity. And then they had a pack that was all chocolate. I think it was a texture thing for me. I
Yeah,
think that's why.
yeah.
But I do
Hmm.
like them. It was a good. You got a lot of them in there. Like 40 of them.
Yeah.
So it went a long
Yeah, 'cause
way.
well, they were really thin.
They're really
Yeah.
thin. Yep. All right. Here we go, folks. Tell me about circus peanuts, Christy.
I don't know. Circus peanuts are you gotta be in the mood for circus peanuts.
Yeah.
Mama Harper liked those a lot.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, she liked
So
them.
here's why. That's awesome you bring that up. First out in the late 1800s.
Well, she wasn't that old.
She probably was.
1923 she was born.
Okay. But they were still around.
Just
It's 100
kidding.
years ago. I mean, no shit. That's vintage. 1800s. That's crazy.
Yeah, that is.
And these look like a peanut. No nutty taste to them. Orange color, but didn't have an orange flavor.
What would you call them tasting like?
More like banana is what people describe them. I
Oh.
mean, I'd say they're chewy, chalky. Cranks Creek rates them as one of the top 3 worst candies in the universe.
Yes.
Wouldn't you say?
Yeah.
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 But
But again, like, I don't know, there's something you almost go, circus peanut sounds good right now.
said no one ever. No. Okay. Along those lines, Christy. Here we go. Okay. This is an area of huge disagreement. Probably our biggest disagreement in our marriage, I would say.
You know what? Can I pause you right there?
You may.
And I'm gonna bring up another area of
Oh, good.
slight disagreement, okay?
Okay.
But now that there's someone else who's semi-related with the family that also likes them, now I can
Semi-related. Does
justify
that mean a crank temp?
a crank temp.
Okay.
Now I can justify buying them Peeps.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
I love Peeps.
Yeah.
No one who else likes Peeps?
I like them.
When have you ever eaten a Peep?
When have you ever bought me a peep?
Well, I haven't
Yeah,
because
exactly.
people
No.
think that they're gross.
Yeah, they're all right. I think it's cool the flavors they have out now. I mean, they got
They do have a lot of
We're
cool
just-
flavors
yeah.
now.
everything is
Yeah.
out there.
Well, and then Max and Felicity come in and she's carrying Peeps.
Huh.
So it's very exciting
Uh,
that someone else likes Peeps.
yeah, and they're marshmallowy candy. Yeah, they're pretty good with the. I mean, it's just sugar and marshmallow.
I know,
Like,
they're really good. But
Okay.
I'm pretty sure she also likes the candy that you're getting ready to bring up.
Oh.
But I
okay.
think she likes a different one than I do.
Oh, different flavor, different type.
Yeah.
So somewhere in history, folks, a mistake was made, and that mistake is called candy corn.
False.
Candy corn is a hate crime against joy.
No.
That's my thought. It is a hate crime against
Candy
joy.
corn has got to be the best candy.
Each piece of candy corn is a tricolored lie. Okay. It's nothing more than sweet, grainy wax, folks. It always tastes stale. And I mean, it has to be like gnawing on a candle. From my goodness.
Gnawing on a candle?
Yeah, it's just, it's gross.
It's so good. As a matter of fact, I have to not buy them because I will eat an entire bag. So at work, did I tell you about this?
No.
Sarah had bought a bag of candy corn. I literally could not walk past it without grabbing a handful. And I got really upset with her and told her never, ever, ever to bring in another bag of candy corn
You know what
around
I'm
me.
getting you for Crankmas? A therapy session. This is I'm not done here. Candy corn tastes like a crayon that majored in disappointment. You like that one? Huh? That's how bad. If hell had a
Oh.
concession stand, folks, candy corn would be the free sample.
Okay, where are you coming up with these?
ChatGPT.
What did you say if it had a
ChatGPT.
concession stand?
Yeah, if hell had a concession stand, candy corn would be the free sample. That's awesome. That's brilliant.
No,
No,
it's
this is
so
this
good.
is a horrible candy. It's repulsive. Avoid it. I mean, have I made my point?
Completely
Okay.
disagree.
All right. Well,
By all means, indulge in candy corn. It
All
could
right.
be worse. There's,
It could
you
be
know,
worse. You
you know what
can have a
else?
ring pop
Hey.
lodge in your throat.
For the health nuts out there, there's no fat in candy corn.
Yeah. It's not a vegetable either.
No. Well, now since you've dogged my favorite candy corn, I think we should stop now.
I'm good with that.
Okay, good. Well, I hope you all enjoyed this episode. And please stay tuned for upcoming podcasts. We're going to talk again about retro pop culture, including toys, fashion, music, and possibly some more things.
Sounds good, Christy.
All right.
Wherever your mind wandered today, you rolled with us. And not everyone can do that. This is Cranks Creek, random, unfiltered, and just a little off center. If you get it, you get it. And if you're still here, you're one of us. If you enjoyed today's episode, take a moment to rate and review Cranks Creek Life on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you're listening. Your feedback helps us grow, reach new listeners, and keep bringing you stories that matter. We'd love to hear what you think. Your comments can truly help shape the next episodes. Also, please subscribe as it helps people find us. And check out the show notes for some interesting candy links related to history and its hazards.